Drama lovers, 2025 just turned up the heat. We're talking secrets, betrayal, forbidden love, shocking twists and emotional explosions that will have you yelling at your screen. These aren't just relationship dramas, these are intense, edge-of-your-seat stories where trust gets broken, lies get exposed and consequences hit hard. The tension? Unreal. The twists? Savage. The drama? Absolutely addicting. Welcome back to Movie Guru. If you love messy relationships, shocking reveals and stories that keep you hooked from start to finish, smash that like button and subscribe. Because today we're diving into the top 7 best cheating wife movies of 2025. And trust me, this list is full of pure drama you won't see coming. Kicking off with number 7, Over de Grens, 2025. This movie is a romantic drama that dives into marriage, passion and temptation. The film follows Laura and her husband Peter, whose emotional life has faded into routine and emotional distance. Hoping a fresh start will fix everything, they move their family to the serene Vlaams Ardennen, but what was meant to bring them closer only highlights the strain in their relationship. As Laura struggles with boredom and unfulfilled desire, she often escapes into vivid, erotic fantasies. That's when Matthew, an attractive handyman working around their new home, enters the picture. His charm and presence awaken feelings in Laura she thought she'd lost forever, drawing her into a dangerous emotional struggle between loyalty to her husband and the intense passion she craves. Over de Grens becomes a story about the boundaries of love, desire, and what happens when a fresh start doesn't fix what's broken, especially when temptation arrives just over the line. Number 6. Isola, 2025. Isola is a gripping emotional thriller that blends suspense with deep personal stakes. The story follows Emma, a dedicated artist whose life is shattered when her husband disappears without a trace during a solo retreat on a remote island. When Emma receives a cryptic message suggesting he's alive, she drops everything and heads to the isolated location, only to find that the island isn't what it seems. As Emma searches abandoned cabins, strange forests and fog-shrouded beaches, the line between reality and hallucination begins to blur. She encounters eerie locals with cryptic warnings, unsettling clues about her husband's last days, and supernatural whispers that seem to follow her every step. Every revelation brings more questions. Did her husband vanish? Was he hiding? Or is something on the island manipulating the truth? Isola becomes a tense psychological journey about grief, obsession, and the lengths one will go to find closure. Number 5. The Fires, 2025. The Fires is a gripping, emotional disaster thriller set against the backdrop of devastating wildfires that engulf a once quiet town. The story centers on Maya, a firefighter struggling with the trauma of losing her partner in a previous blaze, who is now determined to protect her community at all costs. When an unprecedented firestorm explodes through forests and neighborhoods, Maya and her crew are pushed beyond exhaustion, battling flames that move faster than anyone expected. As the inferno spreads, residents scramble to evacuate, while families are torn apart by fear, loss, and impossible choices. Maya crosses paths with Ethan, a volunteer who's risking everything to save his stranded younger sister. Together they navigate burning bridges, collapsing homes, and searing heat, trying to reach safety while the fire closes in. Number 4. Verhängnisvolle Leidenschaft Sylt, 2025. This movie is a dramatic romantic thriller set on the windswept German island of Sylt, where secrets, desire, and betrayal collide. The story follows Clara, a successful journalist who retreats to Sylt after a painful breakup, hoping for peace and healing. Instead, she meets Lucas, a charismatic local artist with a mysterious past that draws her in like a magnet. Their attraction quickly turns into a passionate affair, intense, thrilling, and dangerously consuming. But as Clara digs deeper into Lucas's world, dark truths begin to surface, hidden relationships, lies that spiral out of control, and buried connections to people back home. What started as a chance romance becomes a web of deceit that threatens careers, reputations, and every life involved. Verhängnisvolle Leidenschaft Sylt becomes a story about temptation, consequences, and how one passionate decision can unravel everything you thought you knew about love, trust, and yourself. Number 3. También esto pasará, 2025. This movie is a heartfelt drama about loss, healing, and unexpected connection. The story follows Sophia, a young woman whose life is shattered when her fiancé dies suddenly just weeks before their wedding. Struggling with grief and unable to move forward, she isolates herself from friends and family, convinced life will never feel meaningful again. Trying to help, her best friend convinces her to take a break and travel to a quiet coastal town. There, Sophia meets Alejandro, a gentle cafe owner with his own scars from the past. Their friendship begins slowly. Coffee conversations, long walks by the sea, and shared moments that open old wounds but also begin to mend them. As they open up to one another, Sophia starts to rediscover joy, humor, and the courage to hope again. También Esto Pasará becomes a powerful story about how time doesn't erase pain. Number 2. Don't Call Me Mama.